How's it going, everybody? Too spooky here. Like the majority of the world, I recently saw Avengers Infinity War, and frankly, it was pretty amazing. I originally left the theater thinking that the movie was of course really good, but not quite as good as I was hoping, because it was nowhere near what I was expecting, so I was a little bit thrown off. Needless to say, after taking a few days to really reflect on what I just saw, my opinion quickly shifted into it being one of the best movies Marvel has made to date. I could go into all of my likes and dislikes about the film in the form of a review, but I'm not really a good reviewer, nor is that why I'm making this video today. The reason I'm making this video is because after the movie I had a conversation with my friend whom I saw the movie with, and he mentioned something the Avengers could have easily done to defeat Thanos. And frankly, I was completely baffled that they didn't at least attempt this in the movie. So today, I'm going to bring forth a quick discussion on how I believe the Avengers could have beaten Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. Keep in mind, I'm for the most part just a casual fan. I've only read a small handful of comics, and I'm mainly only familiar with the cinematic universe, so if you're a huge Marvel fanboy, please try not to get triggered. I did research what I'm about to discuss with you guys, so hopefully I have some sort of legitimacy behind my claims. So the obvious answer as to why the Avengers lost was unfortunately because my poor guy Star-Lord over here couldn't keep his feelings to himself. So he's likely gonna get a lot of flack because of that. God damn it, Star-Lord. You were right there, and they were so close to getting the gauntlet off. Why couldn't you just wait 5 more seconds before smacking Thanos in his stupid face? However, in defense of Star-Lord, even though this is ultimately his fault, I feel like this scene was actually really good, and Star-Lord was the perfect character to screw everything up, because at the end of the day, he's human, just like all of us. After losing his mother, Yondu, his biological father, and God knows who else, losing the woman he loves as well is a lot for a single person to deal with. And the emotions he was feeling are something that I and many others can probably relate to. So although I'm still low-key triggered about it, I have to give Star-Lord a pass because in reality, it's not his fault. Now, putting that aside, we previously saw that Doctor Strange saw over 14 million different futures, and apparently this master plan that ended up failing was the only one that could have been successful. Either that, or Doctor Strange knew that the Avengers had to lose right now to eventually win, and this was truly the only way. But putting that aside, even if this was all part of Doctor Strange's master plan for victory, Doctor Strange could have literally stopped Thanos completely, but didn't. And that's what we're going to talk about today. It all focuses around Doctor Strange's portal ability. We've seen countless times throughout Doctor Strange's appearances that he can create different portals to different locations. So it's not really a new concept. These portals can also be quite deadly. Like we saw at the beginning of the film, a portal was able to cut off Black Dwarf's arm as it closed. So right at the beginning of the film, we are introduced to how powerful these portals can be, because like I just said, they cut off a very strong enemy's arm. So why didn't Doctor Strange do that to Thanos? While the Avengers were subduing Thanos to get the gauntlet off of his arm, why in the world didn't Doctor Strange just create a portal around Thanos' arm and close it so the gauntlet is transported to a safe location, and that way Thanos no longer has a single Infinity Stone, and that way he is also relatively weak at this point, or nerfed, because he no longer has an arm? I can understand that there was a lot going on in that scene, and Doctor Strange probably wouldn't have had the time to set up a portal and, get Thanos' arm through it and everything, but with such an overpowered ability, you'd think it'd be like his opening move. One portal could have solved all the Avengers' problems in one swift movement, but Doctor Strange just apparently failed to do so. We've also seen from Thor Ragnarok that Doctor Strange can literally push these portals at people, so I don't see any reason that he couldn't, make a portal, push it around Thanos' arm, and then close it. Apparently that's just too much for the Sorcerer Supreme. Now, the only logical explanation is that this was brushed away by the writers to tell a better story, which I can certainly give them credit for. But why? Just why? Didn't they at least give us a reason Doctor Strange couldn't use a portal like that? Maybe have Tony or someone else bring it up in dialogue where Strange will say something like,
"Oh, I can't create a portal because blank," or "I can't use it like that because blank."
Or maybe show us a scene of Strange attempting to do exactly that with the portal, but being interrupted by one of Thanos' punches or something like that. Because that way, as a viewer, it shows me that at least Doctor Strange attempted to do it, but it just wasn't possible. But when you take it out completely, it just doesn't make any sense! The fact that something so overpowered wasn't utilized or mentioned at all is just baffling to me. Even if not using the portal to cut off Thanos' arm, he could have just used it to cut off Thanos' head. It just doesn't make any sense to me that this ability wasn't even mentioned during that whole sequence.
That's just lazy writing.
But that's just my opinion. I'm very curious about what you guys think. Could this portal technique have been used to defeat Thanos? Or are there any other ways you think the Avengers could have defeated Thanos? And really just give me your overall opinion on the movie and what you thought. Let me know all about it in the comments section down below. Anyways, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more videos. I don't exactly make videos like this one very often, but I do on occasion. But if you cannot get enough Marvel content though, be sure to click here for 25 facts about Doctor Strange, or click here for 50 facts about Spider-Man. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon with a new video.